All right, so there's going to be a new type of banner that Global is going to see for the first time, and it's a banner that's come back quite often on JP. And honestly, I think this banner serves just to help any free-to-plays who get lucky if they want to do a couple pulls, or whales who really need to kind of get those dupes up. And I don't think it's a bad banner, but I don't think it's a banner many people should touch. But let's talk about it. I think more in the future, it will be a very worth it banner, and it's going to be my main reason why you should probably skip Vana. So let's just get into it. What exactly is this banner? It's called a custom rate up banner, and basically it's going to have most pickups in the game. Now, Zero showed that it was the 29th of February, but then after said, I guess he didn't. I don't think he realized that this banner could come back because he thinks, from the way he's wording this, he thinks it could only come out once. But essentially, it's going to be coming out the first time on the 1st and then afterwards on the 29th. So 4 weeks apart. The one thing I hate about it is that it only lasts 1 week. So if we go in game, there's going to be a notice actually that is going to show that the banner is only going to last a week. So from the where is it? From the 1st to the 8th. So in a couple days, right? On Thursday to next Thursday, it's going to be out. And that's basically going to lead a bit into season 4, right? Because season 4 is on the 6th. And then afterwards, Black Ops is 4 days later. So let's talk about the only cases I see some people like maybe putting summons in. Now, one of the things is that Juro shows all of these units as the custom rate up banner, and I don't know if we're going to get all of those, but I think it's good to kind of explain how exactly it's going to work. So basically, any of the units that are going to be on the banner or any of the skill pages will be able to be chosen to be rated up. So for example, this is how the banner looks on JP, right? And if we go to it, right, you're able to see that when I click on it afterwards, everything at the beginning, if you don't choose anything, it's just like a normal banner. No featured, but everything's unfeatured at the same rate. Obviously no seasonals for you guys. This is for you guys, it's only pickups, right? And you can see you're able to choose any of them that you want. Now on JP it's 1.5, but at first it was 0.68. Now it's 1.5. I don't know, because honestly it's probably worse for a lot of people like this. But yeah, in the future it might become 1.5, but that's the only skill page you could get right now. At 0.68 there's a lot of other skill pages, but exactly that. So I choose this skill page, and then at pity I'm going to be getting it. So you're able to pity skill pages on this banner. So if there's any skill page you really want, which I don't know if you would, just looking at these skill pages, all the base ones you could get once a month, and then the other ones are not exactly that good. So yeah, there's not really many I would say you should be picking. Now, Zero does show, right, that you're able to choose Langris and Yuno, but the one thing about that is that we go in game and they're still there. So I don't know why they would let you basically like rate them up on another banner. But the one thing is though that makes me kind of like believe that it is right is because of the fact he already had these shown in game, which are real. So maybe it is just how it looks in game because this is the in-game thing that is real. So I mean, maybe he did get it from in-game, but it's just a bit odd that Yuno and Langris would be there, and honestly would be a bit toxic if they do that, right? Now, one thing about these banners that I do think is important to know is that when you reset it, it does reset the pity. So you can't just like do 150 summons, be at 50 pity, and then reset it to another unit because you pulled it, and then it's gonna still be there, the 50 pity. Your pity does not say it does not stay when you refresh it, because you're able to change this once per day, so for 7 days, because it's out for a week. So I just don't see any point really in going hard on this banner. Now, just looking at these units, honestly, a lot of people are going to go for William, and I kind of understand that they haven't been doing many step-ups, so there's not been a good chance to really get William, and I know a lot of people do want him. I had a lot of these comments actually in this video just talking about William himself and saying how they did not have William. Let's see if we could kind of see if I see anything for this. Let me see. But yeah, right away you see I don't have William, right? I don't know if I could see others, but just like trust me, bro. Source, I made it up. No, it's in here, but I don't know. I can't find it, and there's like a good amount of comments. 116. I'm good, but a lot of people don't have William when he is very good max dupe, and you can get his dupes for free. So if you want to do 5 multis max, that's like the max I'm allowing you to do. Okay, all right. I'm like your like father checking in on how many pulls you could do on these banners. More than 5 is just wasteful. Okay, what do we have coming up? Let me pull up the image. This is essentially the full thing. So starting February 1st, we're getting our 8th dupe if you have been doing your dailies every day. And if you haven't, that's not the game's fault. And basically, this is going to be the prime time for a lot of people, but you got to consider you don't really need to summon on the Well and Charmy. It's mainly Black Osta's banner that a lot of people are going to be kind of putting themselves in. Now, Fauna and Witch Queen, like I said, mentioned before, it's just speculation, but that's when their dates should be. So this is basically everything. All the leaks, they go up to this point because the season 5 should start from March 4th to 7th. So obviously, these are when these units are going to be coming out. So overall, though, you don't really have much to summon for besides Black Asta in my eyes. If you have universal dupes to spare for Charlotte and Noelle, anything else is what you want and not something that you really need for like the meta, right? And I mean, hey, if you want a bit more, you could splurge a bit more. I think you should have like, from what I calculated, you should have about, if you go for Black Asta 200 pulls, you could probably like spend another 100 to 200 between February 6th to March 4th for these two banners. So, you know, you have some like period to kind of chill. And overall, you know, if you don't have William, or you don't have, who else, like honestly, who else, or Raya, I mean, it's not a bad idea. Most people should have Lotus, Mars, and most people should have either Rodis or William too, but if you don't have any of the two, it's not a bad idea. Rodis is going to wear out a lot quicker because of the fact that Asta's coming out quicker, and then also just subsequently everything else that's barrier removal is coming out quicker. So Rodis, you know, may have a shorter lifespan. Makes sense because obviously they're trying to rush to JP, which I'm personally fine with. Because, you know, content, obviously I'm not going to deny it. Definitely good for content. But it gets sometimes a bit much, but if we get there as quicker, it's going to be hype. Everything's going to be hype for both versions. And just looking at how Dokkan ended up, you know, it's definitely good that Dokkan's catching up now. Congrats to them. But, you know, us doing it too is going to be very nice. So, yeah. Why Raya? Basically because of the fact that for nuking and for Hall of Illusions, he's very good and will definitely help your account out. Okay, if you, like I said, you do 5 pulls max for William or Raya, and then that's it. If you have both of them, or you don't need Raya and you're still beating part 6 or part 7, hopefully part 7, then you're fine, right? Yuno is pretty good, but if you could get him again, right? It's just that William or Raya will immediately help your account out. Yuno is only going to really be good when like Witch Queen and Fauna come out. Now, what's really good about this is that this also does confirm that you don't need to summon for Fauna or Witch Queen right away if you don't have the pulls, because of the custom rate up banner that will come back. Right, it's going to come back, and it's going to come back on the 29th. Now, on the 29th, it's after Gunduri and Vero, it seems. So I guess they're going to do it at the end of every season and at the beginning of the next, I guess. I don't know how it's going to work, because on the 29th, if it does come out that day, this banner is still going to be out. So what's the point in doing it like so close? I guess it's just because of overlapping. But my guess is that Yuno and Langris will not be on this banner. But because of the fact that it shows these units like this, and in-game, for example, I'm guessing you took that from the files, because in-game, if we check it out, it does not show like that, right? And there's also no Summer Yuno on the rate-up banner. So for that reason, I'm guessing that they will be on the custom rate-up banner, but you shouldn't really pull for them, right? So yeah, overall, I'd say we've had pretty easy skips. Season 4 to me is a pretty easy skip. Yuno and Langris for a lot of people should be easy skips. I wouldn't understand people really going ham on them. A lot of people like Yuno, but especially now with the custom rate-up banner, in the future, people should probably be a bit more careful because of the fact that you didn't need to pull on him right now. Now, obviously, if he was your favorite unit, like I got my friend Mitana, who does love Yuno a lot, makes sense why she summoned on him. But in most cases, I don't really see the point. Okay, I don't see the point. But anyway, it's good that we know that it's coming out also on the 29th. Unless it's wrong, then unlucky. But the 29th too is going to have it. And yeah, you just rate up whoever you want, change it once a day. And you know, 1% is not that bad. But yeah, I mean, 1%, a lot of people are saying that 1% is not that good, but I'm just wondering what gacha games they're playing that has better than 1% with the pity and the gateway, right? So I don't know, man. It's just, to me, 200 pity, right, with 1% featured rates, with also getting a free unit, free seasonal unit, to me is pretty crazy, right? So anyway, and then seasonals are 1.5%. It's crazy. But yeah, that's basically it for this video. This is the last video before Mario Leona. Very excited, bro. Very excited. Go check out the stream. I'll link it down below because, you know, I got to get the most amount of people in there that I can. I'm very hyped. I'm very, very hyped. And I know a lot of people are too. So I'll see you guys very, very soon.